Hi Scorpios, it's Nick and Nala. Hope you guys are doing good. This is for all my Scorpios, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're now covering your weekly reading for December 5th till the 11th, as you probably saw in the thumbnail and in the title. So what's going on in the sky astrologically for all of us this week? Okay, so starting December 6th, we have Mercury moving into Capricorn. So this is us thinking and communicating with a little more practicality, having kind of more serious mindset and not messing around. We're like, hey, this doesn't make sense, I'm not doing it. Okay, and maybe even speaking with a more like serious tone. And then on the 7th, the next day, we have a full moon in Gemini. So this full moon in Gemini may feel kind of very scattered brain, like we have too much information, or we may feel like we have enough information. We're like, okay, we're good with everything that we're reading, writing, or watching. But if you feel kind of scattered or like there's too much, just make sure watch what you're reading, consuming, and that it actually maybe doesn't affect your mental health negatively and actually makes you feel more positive, because you will either feel like you like what you're consuming and thinking about or talking, communicating, or you may feel like it's too much and you're like, oh my gosh, this is stressing me out even more, it's too much information. So just kind of take extra care of your mental health around this time, and who you're talking with, what you're talking about, and if it actually helps you or it limits you. Okay, I would definitely around this day of the full moon, like listen to like maybe calm music, positive things, or affirmations if you feel like you're really anxious or you're thinking too much, or you're kind of dealing with a lot of stress. Okay. And then lastly, on the 9th, December 9th, we have Venus now moving into Capricorn as well. So we got a Sagittarius and Capricorn energy now. So with Venus moving into Capricorn, this is us feeling more drawn towards people, places, things that are realistic, are practical, make sense, okay? You may even be evaluating your relationships, your connections, like, does this relationship actually benefit me, or is it a distraction? Is this person actually helping me or helping my life, or are they wasting my time? And like things that you buy, you're like, does this make sense? Does this make me happy? Does it justify the price, or nah? Okay, we're gonna be very like, you know, matter of fact, if it don't make dollar, it don't make sense kind of thing, and like wanting to build and grow on things that actually are gonna benefit us or take us somewhere. Okay. All right, so we're gonna be covering a little bit of health, work, and love, and I'll have the link to the extended reading below in the description box if you're interested afterwards. Also, if you'd like to follow me on my Instagram or my TikTok or my second YouTube channel, everything is linked below. And I do also have my poetry book that's now available on Amazon. If you're interested, that will also be linked below if you'd like to gift that to someone as a Christmas gift who likes poetry or love stories, real life things, stuff like that. Okay, so let's continue on and get straight to your reading. So going a little bit of health, career, work, finances, and then love, dating, romance, relationships, or just a relationship in general in your life. Doesn't always have to be just love, okay? So what is going on when it comes to your health for this week? So Scorpios, I don't know why, but it feels like you're like on one this week. Like you're on one, like no one better mess with you. No one better like, you know, piss you off or anything, because you're just like on it. Like I can see you like driving around, you're like skirt, ski, beep, beep, like, hey, move, and like, that's my spot, or like you're just like not taking any BS, any nonsense. You may even be kind of like a Karen a little bit, like when you go somewhere, or let's say you're going to the store, you're like, are you in line? Or you order a Starbucks or a drink and you're like, can you make sure it's hot and not warm, or can you make that extra cold or add extra ice? Or you're buying something, let's say you're buying a shirt or a coat, and maybe the person is putting it away all like messy, and you're like, can you fold that a little bit nicer so it's not wrinkled? It's a gift, thanks. I just see you being very kind of sassy, or maybe having a little more attitude and kind of just being on one. So you may have a lot of energy this week, or you're just like, I got ish to do, like no one better get in my way, beep, 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 get out the way. And you're just like on what, you're just on it, and no one better kind of mess with you. So I see you kind of being energized. Maybe you need to get a lot of things done, or you're just like not taking it. You're not taking any BS, any nonsense. It's kind of funny though. You just want to make sure that you I would say be careful around any hot things like fire, stoves, microwaves, that you don't accidentally let something explode or overload or boil over. Watch that, because you may have a lot of things going on at once possibly. Okay, or like maybe your hair straightener or curling iron, you're like, you actually burn yourself. Be careful on like hot objects or hot things. Okay, and you may even be running hot this week. You're like, I'm like sweating, I'm like so hot, I'm flustered. I just feel like you're kind of really worked up, or you may get worked up more easily than usual this week. Okay, and then when it comes to your career, your work, your finances, in this area of life, I think you're going to be really heavily focused on like online things. You may be doing some research online. Maybe you have an online business or a retail store, or you're producing products, services, content online as well. You could be traveling for work as well, or making plans to travel, or you have a product service that you're making available in different parts of the world, like not just where you live, maybe in different, mailing it, delivering it to out of state, out of country possibly. So you could be dealing with like international affairs or working with people that are from another place. Okay, but I see you kind of doing a lot and maybe feeling like everything is on you, all the pressure is on you, or like all the responsibilities on you. Not that you can't handle it, because I feel like you can. You're like, yeah, I'm made for it, like no one can do it better than me. But it just may be a lot going on. And I feel like you're gonna be on the internet a lot, or online, or taking in orders, or punching in numbers. You're like, doot, doot, doot. Okay, this gotta be mailed here, this gotta go here. And maybe for the holidays, it can be like a lot. But I feel like something's coming into full circle, coming into completion, and you will be probably happy or satisfied with how it's coming out. Okay, so the world is your oyster, and I feel like there's just a lot going on, but it's probably hopefully good stuff. Okay, and then when it comes to your love, romance, dating, or relationships, maybe just a relationship in general in your life, on your side we have the 5 of Wands, Page of Cups, and Judgment. Okay, then on this other side, for this other person, this can be the past, present, or future situation, or all three, all the above. We have the 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. So as far as who you could be dealing with, it definitely could be a water sign like yourself, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or maybe an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, maybe air sign, but I kind of don't feel like it's an air sign, but it could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, or it just could be the energies person is embodying or playing out at this time. So what is going on here? You know how I kind of said that you're already kind of on one maybe this week, or just like fired up and no one better get in your way? So kind of on that same train, I think you may get a little fired up or mad at someone here, whoever this person is, and you may misunderstand, or maybe you kind of you could make it a little bit bigger than it is. Let's say you're trying to contact them, or you needed something from them, but maybe they didn't get back to you in time, or they took kind of long. You may get really upset and blow up on them possibly, or just be like, oh my gosh, like why didn't you do this, or why didn't you answer me, I needed an answer, or whatever. So there may be an argument or a disagreement or a fight possibly, hopefully not physical fight, but like kind of an argument or fight, but you were the one that was mad, or you initiated it. And this person may have been working or at school, maybe they were in a meeting, in a call, or they were getting ready to go to some kind of test or program or event or something that could be work or school related. And maybe you thought they were just ignoring you, or they were being selfish and didn't want to pick up or something, but they were doing something probably important, and maybe you thought that wasn't the case. So you kind of went off on them, you kind of got mad at them, but what you said to them, or maybe what you kind of like how you expressed yourself, I think it's not what you said, it's maybe how you said it that hurt their feelings. And this person may be like, dang, like, I can't believe you said that to me, or how you said that, like, you've never spoken to me in that tone, like, that really hurt my feelings, and like, I'm sorry, I was in a meeting or I had this going on, like, I know I should have got back to you, but there was just a lot going on, and I'm sorry, like, I don't want you to think I'm selfish. So what you said or how you said something could really hurt this person, and like more so than you thought, but it stung, like, ooh, it stung, like it stings, okay? And you're like, okay, you know, maybe I was a little bit dramatic, I'm sorry about that. And you maybe apologize, or you guys just kind of talk about it, and you start to be a little bit more nice, sweet, and compassionate, like, okay, maybe I was a little dramatic, like, okay, fine, I'll be nicer. So you kind of have a, you know, turn around, and you start to be a little bit more sweeter, more nice, and you are able to work things out, and this person forgives you. They're like, okay, you guys, it's just like, it's not something that ends up being a big deal, but this person just like, they're more sensitive maybe than you thought, and when you say something or how you say something, it really does hurt them more than you think, because they care about you. This person likes you, and maybe you feel like this person's really highly independent, very successful. Maybe you feel like they put priority on their work or school over you, but I don't think that's exactly the case. It's just like, maybe right now they have a lot of important things going on that they can't just like overlook or ignore. But I do feel like by the end of the week, they're going to be able to spend more time with you, or maybe talk to you a little bit more. And maybe you were kind of upset because you feel like they haven't been giving you enough attention, or you guys haven't been spending enough quality time because of their work or school or something. Or you thought they were just, you know, not giving you priority. But I do feel like by the end of the week, this person now is courting you, being nicer, sweeter to you, and you are going to be feeling maybe like, okay, I have the answers, or I have clarity, it's not a big deal, let's talk, and you're going to be feeling just in a better space with each other. Okay, so there's a little fight, argument, or disagreement, but you guys are able to work through it, talk about it. It does hurt their feelings, but they forgive you. You start to be nicer, then they're starting to give you more attention, be sweeter, and then you're happy, they're happy, boom. Okay, so let's continue on and extend it to get more information, see where their energy is at, what are they thinking, what are they feeling when it comes to you, what they don't want you to know that maybe you should know, and what their next action will be towards you, and then also your advice. Okay, so we'll continue on and extended. Link will be below. Hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you for our next reading. Take care.